Alright, it's what everyone's been waiting for. Did Inuyasha Kagome do anything this episode? No. We're back to Yashahime, episode 40. Alright, everyone who came back last week can go now.
No, the plot's evolving to include them now, so it's fine to stay.
Because we introduced back Milk Songo, who hasn't aged a day.
Shut up. I'm Mindy.
I'm Annie, and this is FunUntitled, where we serve every podcast with an FU.
So let's go with the minor plot line, right? Shippo and Takichiyo. Okay, this whole thing with Shippo and Moroha and Miroku and Songo not knowing anything about Moroha, it's just weird, right? Like, they're not even wrapping it up.
It's so broken that, like, in the manga, they totally just retcon it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, what is going on?
I think it would be really shitty if Songo was like, alright, Shippo, you are in charge of looking for Inuyasha Kagome. And Shippo's like, okay, I'm going to become a teacher with tenure. And like, okay, I guess that's all you really care about them then.
Cause I'm like, I mean, I get they have like their own little families to take care of, but like they didn't look for Inuyasha Kagome, they didn't take care of Moroha. I mean, I get why they didn't care really about Shishomaru and his family, but come on.
Yeah, like you're telling me that you spent so much time with Songo's kids, you couldn't even spend like a day with Moroha. Like in the beginning, we thought, oh, they must not know Moroha exists. But now it seems like, yeah, she exists and she's making money.
Also, Hachi was the one who took her to Koga, so wouldn't Hachi have told Miroku what was up?
Yeah, I guess there is no plausible reason. They just knew she existed and then forgot about her.
Like, they need to come up with something. I don't know what it could be. At this point, it's gonna be bullshit no matter what they say, so they might as well say something.
Songo spent the whole time making the black Rifles, and she couldn't remember them until she finished the black one.
What do you think it's made of? Because it can't be demon parts, because that's already...
It's 100% black pearl. I just know it.
That would be crazy. Maybe it can make its own, like, black holes.
Maybe she's gonna make this super powerful weapon, and Songo's immediately gonna give it to Hisui. This Dragon Ball syndrome where like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm a mother now, I can't do anything important.
To be fair, not like Miroku was doing anything more important besides sealing away Setsuna's demon powers and then yeeting out of there.
In the manga, he yeets himself to grow a mustache.
What?
Yeah.
Gross.
And then they overused Shippo's new Bach magic now. Maybe he always had it. I didn't watch Final App.
Somebody explain why it has to be a top on top of like a shoji board.
Alright, so in Hikaru no Go.
Shut up.
So that's basically them, and later on they meet up with Inuyasha and the three girls.
Yeah, because then we get to the main point of this episode, which is the three princesses stuck with Inuyasha and Kagome at the boundary between the living and the dead. And Towa needed the Tenseiga to bring them to the other world. Like, I didn't think they couldn't go, past the lake. I didn't think they needed a bridge. I don't know why the Tenseiga can open the gate.
Well, I know I read this because I want to remind myself of some things.
Spoilers.
Shut up. So, after Kagura dies, Shishomaru is like, I won't let your death be in vain. I'm gonna care about your death so fucking hard. And Tenseiga is like, oh, you care? Okay, now that you care about someone, I'm going to have the superpower of opening a portal to the netherworld. And you can just instantly send anyone you want to the netherworld through like a moon-shaped portal. But I couldn't give you this power before because you could abuse it if you didn't care about life. So Tenseiga did get the power up in Final Act to open a portal from the afterlife to the real world.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes more sense now, since clearly the dad's body is in hell. If he's in, like, hell, don't we typically depict that as, like, you're alive in hell?
Excusez-moi, mademoiselle. He's in purgatory.
I guess so.
I don't ask you what the difference is.
I mean, I guess that's why it's, like, he's there and, like, the demon dog clan is connected to a Kuru, right? They're clearly connected to a place that has no passage of time.
Ah, that's so smart.
But it's like, why?
Anyway, the three girls, they get the Tenseiga, they pour all the demon energy into it.
One of them did. I don't know what the other two are doing.
Setsuna was there, she felt pain. God, I don't know. I don't like Setsuna's new character development of, oh my god, I'm gonna get all these emotions hit me at once.
I think it's just out of nowhere. Because I didn't think Towa felt this pain using the Tenseiga before. And she's only feeling it now because of the circumstances that are happening. And Setsuna's like, oh my god, have you been feeling this whole time? And it's like, no, bitch. Just this moment.
I was being very funny. And I was like, oh wait, you gotta call for Tenseiga. God damn you, dub. Anyways, Tenseiga. Now Towa, and Towa's like, well, I'm used to saying one word over and over again. So, Tenseiga. And then Towa's like, that's not working. I gotta switch the word. Setsuna. And then it worked.
Yeah, that was weird. That was really weird. Show's getting to that area. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you will.
Shut up.
So I'm 100% certain Moroha wasn't doing anything except more support.
Yeah, she's a quarter demon. She doesn't have much to begin with. So once they've escaped purgatory, Towa and Setsuna has to go save Shishomaru, and they go. And I don't know. I thought this part was also kind of weird.
Well, okay, first off, I'm just gonna ask you this. As a Shishomaru win, like, enjoy it. Let's, like, you tolerate it, we'll say. Did you think the reunion was nice?
No, it wasn't like the heartfelt that you got from like Kagome and her big reaction to Moroha. But I also think it's because of what was happening that it just couldn't happen. I don't know. Yashahime in general doesn't have bigger expressions. Like what we got from Kagome is the most we got. So I didn't think it was the best moment. It was okay, but I don't know. I guess under these circumstances, I hope something better comes along.
I mean, it's hard because they've been seeing their dad come and go all the time and they don't ask him the same
that
ones.
part.
I'm just saying that, you know, like, you can never have the same Inuyasha Kagome reunion.
No, but I mean even with like Rin, because Rin is an emotional girl.
Yeah. God, I really wish they gave Rin a little bit more of a personality now that she's an adult.
I mean, she hasn't done much yet, right?
She kind of reminds me of Hina from Tokyo Revengers.
A little too good to be true.
A little too good to be true, just always listening to her love interest.
Yeah, until I see Rin beat the shit out of Shishomaru. We're even joking.
We're waiting. But so this is when Towa, she absorbed all the Kirin cooties from Shishomaru so Shishomaru can move. But then Towa's like, oh, I'm gonna die now because I took all this killing juice in my body. And then like everyone's sad, but we all know it's just like the season 1 finale. Someone's gonna use the goddamn Tenseiga. And this is what I don't get. It's like, oh, the Tenseiga can only bring you back to life once. I'm rewatching Inuyasha. Jaken got brought back twice.
He's special.
So if you really love them, they can come back twice.
If you are the owner of the two-headed staff, you may come back. One for each head.
That is Mario rules, baby. So this episode ends with Towa biting the dust, and we're supposed to care.
The Kyuyo-kan has never been addressed that what she absorbed comes to her. I mean, she hasn't used it that often either, but I wish you would establish this first, otherwise it just seems very left field. There's a difference between a sucker punch and a surprise attack.
Okay, she can absorb energy. We understood this. I never thought she took it in for herself. Like, you think that would come more in handy of like her being on steroids because she stole the other people's demon energy.
Yeah, it always came off as then like she would absorb it and then release it back as like her sword.
Yeah, give her a Kirin sword.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be cool. But no, she had to die, and you had a good theory of maybe she had to die so that way in the final battle she couldn't be brought back to life.
Yeah, unless Shishomaru goes to his mom and gets an amulet and finds their soul and puts the amulet on them and it's like, oh, they can come back. I thought this could only happen at Rin. Well, you have 2 daughters now, so now it works on them.
No, this is Final Act spoilers, I just know it.
You saw Final Act.
I did not see Final Act. I saw like maybe a few scenes. I did not watch Final Act.
You saw it. I did not watch it without you. That'd be ridiculous.
I swear to good God. Anyways.
You know what Shishomaru's mom looks like?
Yeah, from Yashahime.
Oh, fucking, you never saw her before that.
Well, I must have googled her like when I was looking up bad things on the internet.
To be fair, you also don't remember the Diamond Barrage.
Alright, next episode we are going to see Moroku ruin his 3 years training montage. And we get to see my favorite filler character, Pushy Annoying Girl.
Aida?
If that's her name.
I don't remember.
Well, Arrivederci.